Mark 2:18-20. Now John's disciples and the Pharisees were fasting. Some people came and asked Jesus, "How is it that John's disciples and the disciples of the Pharisees are fasting, but yours are not? How can the guests of the bridegroom fast while he is with them? They cannot, so long as they have him with them. They cannot so long as they have him with them. But the time will come when the bridegroom will be taken from them, and on that day they will fast. No one sews a patch over unshrunken cloth on an old garment. Otherwise, the new piece will pull away from the old, making the tear worse. And no one pours new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise, the new wine will burst the skins, and both the wine and the wineskins will be ruined. No, they pour new wine into new wineskins." One Sabbath, Jesus was going through the grain fields, and his disciples walked along. They began to pick some of the heads of grains. The Pharisees said to him, "Look, why are they doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?" He answered, "Have you ever read what David did when he and his companions were hungry and in need? In the days of Abiathar the high priest, he entered the house of God and ate the consecrated bread, which is lawful only for priests to eat. And he also gave some to his companions. Then he said to them, the Sabbath was made for man, not the man for Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath." So, whole fasting portion. I'm going to be honest, I don't really understand that. So, I guess, if you have him, if he's with you, you don't fast because you're united together. But it's okay, so once you get saved, you get the Holy Spirit. He's with you. Do you not fast then? Since he's with you, how can the guests of the bridegroom fast while he is with him? I don't even know how that is. Why not? I don't see why they can't while he's with them. I guess because fasting is supposed to be you're denying yourself pleasure when you're with them. You're supposed to be, having a good time. I have no idea. That was a very confusing passage, and I don't understand it too much. The one about the second portion, though, Jesus the Lord of the Sabbath, I understand a little bit more. All the laws that God made were for us. We were not made to obey the law, which is how the Pharisees' mentality was. We were made to obey these laws, but really the laws were made for us, for our good. That's why God gave us the Ten Commandments, to save us. But we couldn't do it. No one could get saved by obeying those commands, because no one was really able. We needed the perfect sacrifice, which was Jesus coming down. It's interesting that Jesus used this example of David going to the high priest Abiathar and eating the consecrated bread, because really David was acting in his own wisdom. He wasn't really looking at God when he did that. He just kind of, he grabbed Goliath's sword and then just ran away with it, grabbed a bunch of food from this priest. The priest ended up getting killed because he did this. It just kind of seemed unwise. All right, I'm going to run away, going to grab this big sword, grab a bunch of food, and just run away. It wasn't from God. He was acting in fear. And I just think that's an interesting example that Jesus would use to justify the situation. So, anyways, yep, the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath. It's a constant theme. Jesus has authority over everything, even if we don't understand it.